What is going on, guys? It's your boy JohnnDomm back again with some Black Ops. Today we have a 100 kill game in 6v6 domination. This is going to be on the map WMD using the G11. And I was pretty proud of this gameplay because, like I said, we're on WMD, which is a fairly big map. This map is even used for ground war. So the fact that I was able to get 100 kills in 6v6, I was pretty proud of this gameplay. So hopefully you guys enjoy it, and you will also see me playing the objective, something that you really don't see too much in 100 kill games. You will see me cap the B flag here fairly shortly. So all around, just a pretty good gameplay, and I think you guys will enjoy it. But I'm not going to be talking about the gameplay. I'm going to be talking about a serious topic here in this commentary today. And if you've been a long-time subscriber of mine, you know that all of my commentaries are funny, and just about like funny ass shit that's happened to me with like girls and random things. But this is going to be a little bit different, so hopefully you don't mind this change of pace, I guess you could call it. But this is going to be a serious commentary, and it's going to be about how and why I dropped out of college. And that might come as a shock to some of you who are watching this right now, because it's something that I haven't told very many people. And I've lied to a lot of people about it. I've lied to my friends. I've lied to my family. Most people don't know that I dropped out of college this past semester around Thanksgiving time. And the reason I didn't tell people was because I was afraid of being judged. When you guys hear that somebody dropped, probably what you're thinking right now, when you hear that somebody dropped out of high school or dropped out of college, you immediately judge them. You immediately have the stereotype that, oh, they don't work hard, they're lazy, they don't even care about education, that's why they dropped out, right? That's what you think. And I'm not even gonna lie, that's what I used to think when I heard about my friends dropping out. I just immediately came to the conclusion that they were lazy and that they did not care about school and education. And after going through what I went through, I don't think like that anymore, and hopefully you guys don't think like that anymore after hearing my story. But so let's get right into why I dropped out, because I know that's probably what you're wondering. And the main reason was I was going through a lot of personal issues and personal struggles, which I'm not going to get into right now because that would be a whole nother commentary. I want to keep this to 8.5 minutes here. But just some extremely hard and extremely tough times for me emotionally, and just what was going on in my life, as well as like family issues. It was all tied together, and that's like I said, a whole nother story. But just know that I was going through some really, really hard times that made it nearly impossible for me to care about school, or to even try. And I was just focused on what was going on in my life, and school kind of took a back seat at the time, not because I wanted it to, but because the other things were more important. They were, I couldn't stop thinking about them. They were taking over my life pretty much. And I know it might be kind of confusing for you right now because I'm not telling you what was going on exactly, but just know that that's the main thing that made it hard for me this past semester at college. The other part of it was my classes were getting extremely hard because I was an engineering major, and engineering is a really one of the hardest majors offered at every college out there. And also at the same time, I kind of realized that engineering wasn't what I wanted to pursue as a career and as a major in college. I remember back in middle school, one of my teachers telling me, "John, you're really good at math and science," which I was. I'm not gonna lie, I was really those were my strong points. You're really good at math and science. Engineering would be the perfect fit for you. You should definitely consider that when you go to college. And so that just kind of stuck with me for some reason. And then throughout the next couple years in high school, I took a bunch of upper level math classes and engineering classes to kind of prepare for that, and I just had it set in my mind that I was going to be an engineering major, and I was going to pursue engineering as a career for the rest of my life. And so last semester, when it came to my realization that engineering wasn't right for me, it wasn't what I could see myself doing 20 years from now, it was kind of one of those moments where I was like, shit, now what? Because I did not have any other backup plans. I didn't, have any other things that I could turn to, because it was just always stuck in my mind that engineering was what I was going to do. So I didn't know what else I wanted to do, what else I could do, because I had spent a year before that in college, you know, preparing for engineering and taking math classes and things like that. And so pretty much it came to the point where I was like, I just wasted a year of college, because now I'm going to switch out of engineering. And so all of these things were coming down on me at the same time. And it was terrible. I started failing all of my classes, something that I wasn't used to. I had a 4.0 GPA in high school, guys. I got a 2100 on the SAT. I'm not bragging whatsoever. I'm just saying, you know, I wasn't used to failing, and I was failing hard, guys. I was getting like 40s and 50s on big exams, and you know, my friends around me who had seen me do well the previous year in college and kind of knew that I was a smart guy and did well in high school, they were like, what's going on? Nobody knew what was up with me. I knew what was up with me, but I couldn't really, I guess, accept it. And it was completely terrible. And I pretty much thought that I was going to fail out of college, and that was it. I didn't know what was going to happen for the rest of my life. I was starting to get depressed. You know, it was hard for me to sleep at night. I just kept tossing and turning, thinking about what was going to happen with my life, because I was screwed. When you look at the situation, I was fucking screwed. But long story short, what happened was I met with the dean, and I pretty much told him that I couldn't take it anymore. I was going to be dropping out of the school. I told him everything that was going on. All the personal things that I didn't tell you guys right now, I told him, obviously, and he understood. He understood what I was going through. He looked at my record. He knew that I was a good student and I worked hard in the past, and that what I was doing currently wasn't a true reflection of the type of student that I was capable of being. He understood that, and thank God he did, because he gave me a second chance. He said that he would allow me to withdraw from the semester, and you know, all of my grades wouldn't count. They would just come up as a W on my report card, which means it would be as if I never took the class in the first place. And so yeah, thank God he gave me a second chance, and that's why I'm not in college right now. So I guess technically I didn't drop out per se. I'm just taking a semester off. They're going to allow me to come back next year. Thank God. I don't know what I would have done if he didn't give me a second chance. But the main thing I want you guys to take away from this commentary is two things. The first one being, if you're a young person out there, not in college yet, but you plan on going to college, keep your mind open to all of the possibilities. You know, study as many fields of study as you can, I guess. You know, just keep your mind open, and don't limit yourself to one thing. Don't let anybody tell you what you should or shouldn't study. You know, do what makes you happy, and you know, if you want to switch from one thing to another, do it. You don't want to go through life regretting, you know, doing something that you don't want to do. And the other thing is, if you guys hear in the future about somebody dropping out of school or college, don't judge them, because you don't know what they're going through in their personal life. So thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you took something from this commentary. If you did, feel free to leave it a like, pass it on to a friend, and I will talk to you all later. Final score was 100 kills and 5 deaths. Peace.